Liz, Abby, good to see you both. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Petey Beats.
I love this show. Congratulations. Liz, I'm wondering, because one of my favorite things about this is, all the elements that work so well together that maybe you don't think they will work well together. The comedy, the tragedy, the heart. I'm wondering what that's like even before kind of going and filming it. What's that like kind of seeing all those at play and whether they balance out or is it challenging? What's that like for you specifically with No Good Deed?
I try to write life like I experience it, which is that, on any given day, you're not living in one genre. You're not just in a comedy. Life isn't just fully dramatic all the time, hopefully not. But it's a mixture of those things, something you can wake up in a great mood and then get a phone call and learn something terrible happened. Like it's life is a roller coaster, especially now. And I just try to write authentically from a place of empathy for my characters. And, obviously, like, these are people who really want something, which is a really fun thing to write because they all have very clear goals and they're willing to go about it in very different ways, but also in ways that kind of stretch their morality. And I'm always really interested in exploring sort of the good and bad in everyone. And I thought that, this concept was a good way to show how we can be our best and our worst.
And the more they want the house, the more secrets get unveiled, which is so good. Abby, it's good to see you. I wanted to kind of ask you because of that script to screen journey, and I feel like it depends on the project and it's different every time. But like, given what I just said about all the different elements, what was that like kind of reading the script and then seeing it kind of come to life on screen, so to speak, with this one?
Yeah, I mean, this was a pretty incredible experience because like the table reads were always just like awesome. I mean, this is such an ensemble. We don't always work together. And so getting to hear it out loud at the table read was like such an event and such an important part of the process. And then, then coming on set and it's like a little bit shifted since the table read. And I guess like an interesting thing that always happens in production that I felt like is I was getting to see your process of balancing the tone. Liz would have us, like I'm thinking of like there's a scene with me and Lisa later where you kind of are pushing both. You're pushing the comedy and then you're pushing the drama. Yeah. And I remember on the day being like, there's no way all of this can fit in the actual show. And so when I finally get to see the product, I'm like, oh, I see. Yeah. Like you can see how you found the path that fits the best. But I think it is about having it felt a little like that was like a luxurious moment of being like, let's get to try all of it, which is so incredible as an actor. And then you see like, yep, that worked the best.
So it's incredible. I loved it. Even like the first kind of 10 minutes of the first episode, I know that I'm like, this is going to be a back and forth of, comedy and tragedy and dark. And I love that. And very quickly, Liz, I just wanted to ask, you worked with Linda on Dead to Me. These characters could not be any more different. It's insane. So what was that like? What were those conversations with Linda, given that like these are completely different characters?
Well, it actually originated with her. We were shooting the third season, the final season of Dead to Me, and I was already thinking of this concept of the buying and selling of one house and, who might populate this world. And she had been playing Judy for, 5 years at that point. And Judy's such a sweet, angelic, slightly doormatty character. And she just was like, ugh, the next thing I do, I just want to play a badass bitch. Word for word, that's what she said. And I was like, I wonder what that would look like. Like, who would she be in this real estate sort of setting playing a badass bitch? And so she really kind of inspired her own character. And then I wrote it with her in mind, but I wasn't 100% sure that our schedules would line up and that it would all work out. But gosh, I'm so glad it did because she absolutely nailed it.
I can't wait for people to see No Good Deed worldwide on Netflix. It was an honor and privilege to speak with both of you. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for tuning in to Popternative. Make sure to check out our past episodes of Popternative on YouTube.
This has been an Autograph Communications production.